Hello, guys. Welcome back to Phil's practice room, where I literally just practice live because I'm trying to get back into shape and trying to get back to jobbing gigs and gigging um, level. I'm trying to get back to a time where I was, much younger than now and really practicing my buttocks off to try to get really, really good. I haven't been able to play a lot recently, so I thought it would be cool for me to just really get back into it, and why not do it live and hopefully make it an enjoyable experience for everyone. Certainly is for me. Um, so I'm just going to be practicing for about an hour, and if anyone's got any questions, I'd be super, super happy to answer them. Apologies for the delay. I'm going to do a little bit of setting up because I was desperately trying to fit in a new intro video, like a lobby video, and trying to source all old material, old videos of me, of myself playing live. Just get the videos, sort of like punchy type of edit, just to keep people entertained in the meantime, whilst I'm putting the final touches to the stream. Fortunately, today I'm going to be doing that a little bit on the fly because I am, well, essentially you're fighting on all fronts when you're doing this kind of stuff, and I'm learning Final Cut. At the same time, I'm, doing a bunch of things: Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, Blender for transitions and all of that. So it's a bunch of things to do at the same time. Still super enjoyable, but that means I'm trying to do a bunch of things at the same time. And since this great operation is since it's a one-person thing, well, it takes a bit more time than you'd think. I hope today I should be getting a better connection from my internet provider. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like it's doing it properly. I'm going to try to see if this does anything. It might cut off for a little bit. I hope not. Okay, sweet. Looks like it's still working. Cool. Well, in that case, we're ready to go. I'm going to make sure that Logic is still working, because that's usually a bit of an issue. Never works on the first go, Logic. Come on, bro. Give me some click. Cool. Okay. Gonna put that at a relatively low level so that it doesn't crush everything else in the stream. How do you do? That's close the old project. Don't save. Okay. Cool. So we've got a practice track running. Stream is still going. I hope that the streaming quality doesn't drop too much. It looks like it still is dropping, which is kind of frustrating. It shouldn't be buffering as much as it used to. So, yeah, fingers crossed this is decent enough quality. Yeah, I did take a little bit of sun. I was working in the shade. I was working in the sun this week. Working on a construction site a little bit, just don't want to say making ends meet. It's not the case. Just, staying busy at the same time. So, I'm going to practice. I'm going to practice with the 5-string guitar today. Again, it's a bit annoying because I'd scheduled the stream, but I had to restart it, and now I think we've lost a couple of viewers because I don't really know what I'm doing. But that's cool. So I'm going to do a little bit of a practicing, bit of a warm-up session first. I'm not going to do it to a click this time because it's a little bit boring. Starting with the usual 1 finger per fret exercise. Ooh, that was terrible. That's still a bit too fast for me. Also, I did kind of hurt my middle finger. Dropped a big plank on it, and still feels really sore. So excuses. But yeah, if I stop my warm up a little bit every now and then, that's because this hurts. I probably can't tell, but it's a little bit swollen still. So yeah, it doesn't feel like it's impeding anything, but it's a little bit sore. So that's fine. That's okay. I think I can carry on just like that. There's no problem. What else did I want to do today? Obviously more practicing. I love Stevie Wonder. Who doesn't love Stevie Wonder? But there's one tune in particular called Do I Do by Stevie. That's just a fantastic warm-up for right hand, left hand rhythm placement. It's a great tune, and it really gets the blood flowing in all the right parts when you play that tune for even just a couple of minutes. Great way to start your warm-up routine. 1, 2, 3. So you see, there's it's just a little pattern that you can sort of expand on, and my right hand feels really nice and warmed up now. Oh gosh, the streaming rate is still looking pretty bad. That's so frustrating. I hope it doesn't look like it's buffering all the time. I'm going to try and keep an eye on the actual stream window. And I hope it's not too bad. Turn this light off. Is it off? Yeah, obviously if I'm looking at the stream, it's not live, Phil. Focus. Okay, sweet. What else did I want to do today? I wanted to do a little bit of arpeggio exercises. I'm going to put another backing track for that. Let's see what this could be. Actually, this could be interesting. Don't close. Yeah, this could be cool. Nice. So this is the basic pattern. Basically, you start on the seventh degree of each chord. We're going to start in G. So we're going to start with F sharp, play 7, play the tonic, the root, major third. Well, the third of the chord, we're going to stay diatonic. So 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Third, an octave up. Root, sixth, fourth, third, and back to the tonic. So 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Major third up an octave. Or root, sixth, fourth, third, and back to 1. So it goes like this. And then we're going to move to the next degree, because the end of this cycle is the very so, and this would be the seventh, minor seventh in this case, of our second degree, which is the A minor chord. And we're just repeating the same pattern: 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 10, root, sixth, fourth, third, and then root, which becomes the seventh of the next chord. go down. And we're going to do that several times in context. Should be fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could I do it at twice the speed? I don't know. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3. I failed already. My fingers are still mushy as hell. Okay, so maybe not exactly at that speed, but maybe we could slow it down a little bit. Okay. Oh man, this is crazy. The action of this bass is actually much higher than I remember it. I should probably lower the action on the neck a little bit, play a bit with the truss rod, because this is, yeah, it's quite chunky, especially when you get to the higher register. Oh my god. Still a tough exercise. I learned this years and years and years and years ago, and I haven't done it in a while, so I'm definitely very, very out of shape. grab a sip of this. It's actually a bank holiday today in Belgium, and it's very, very hot, very, very sunny. So, yeah. I don't encourage drinking, but it feels really nice to have a cold drink when it's this hot. So, yeah. That's it. Not drinking on stream, guys. Well, I did take a sip of a mystery drink. And nobody knows that brand probably anyway. From whichever part of the world you're watching. Cool. So this is an exercise I haven't done in a while, which means, and I can't really play it anymore, which means I need to drill down on it and integrate it to the regular daily practice. So G major 7, A Dorian minor 7 with a natural sixth, B Phrygian, that would be that's a C Lydian with that sharp 11. That's D Mixolydian. That's E Aeolian. And I love the half diminished mode F sharp Elocrian minor 7th flat 5 minor 7th flat 5. This bass feels really, really clunky. It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. High action shouldn't be stopping you from practicing, but boy, the action on this bass is super, super high. But that's also because I haven't played that exercise in a long time, which means it just feels a little bit harder, which means I need to do it more, and I need to do it slowly. Yeah, the action in the high register is super, super tough to keep up with. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to play with this. Why is the stream quality still so bad? I don't. It's quite frustrating. My internet provider guaranteed me that I would have a better upload speed this week. Today's the first day of May, but I was expecting it to change today. Visibly, that's not the case. The stream's still buffering, so apologies for that, guys. I'll have to call them back. That's not very good at all. Not very good at all. Not good enough internet provider, which here in Belgium is VU. VU. Don't recommend them very much so far. Cool. I love this exercise, but clearly I'm not doing it. I'm really not doing it well enough at the minute. So I'm going to put on a little bit of a rhythm again and keep going. Oof, that was terrible. No, I'm switching to the other guitar. That bass really needs some serious setting up, and I can't play for shizzles. So I'm gonna pick up my cheating bass. Just give me a sec, guys. Where are you? You'll see it's a beautiful instrument. It's right next to me, but I just need to pick it up. There she is. My very first, that was my first actual professional instrument, which is this super, super lovely 4-string jazz bass, which is, come on guys, I mean, it's pretty good. It looks pretty gorgeous. And all of the wear on the paint and varnish, it's your boy. It's your boy. Nobody did this for me. This is no relic custom shop, customized bloody blah boo crap stuff. This is the real deal. And crucial detail. Hey, what's up, Tax? Good to see you again, man. Crucial detail. This little notch right there. Don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can kind of see it on the stream. Right there. That's thumbwear. And there's thumbwear under the scratch plate as well. It's your boy. I did this. I don't know if the practice was really, all that effective, since I have to do it all again, but at least I did practice, and there's proof. So, Tax, I'm going through an exercise I haven't done in ages. It's kind of like an arpeggio type of thing. It's clipping a bit again. Weird, because the other one's the active bass, and it wasn't doing that. Go figure, eh? Go figure. How are you, Tax, man? What's going on? Have you done some more practicing with your church mates, church band mates, and has anything improved, changed, either in yourself or in the people you were playing with? Tell me what's been going on. Cool. I'm gonna try this exercise again because it's not a good look. Why is it clipping so much? Okay, I'm still not really warmed up, so it still sounds a little bit choppy on the right hand thing. Bear in mind, guys, that for the last 3 days I was just holding a drill all day long, just drilling holes into large planks for a terrace. So this is super again, I'm finding excuses for myself, which is not good. No excuses at all. Just gotta get into the swing of things again, which is cool, which is what we're here to do. Hey man, yeah, I'd love to give you some bass lessons, but here's one, mate. Here's a really cool exercise. I don't know if you've ever done it, but it's a super cool arpeggio exercise that goes through all the modes of the major scale. Was given to me years and years ago, and is great for the right hand. This is my left hand, but it's also good for the left hand. It's good for both hands, but it's a really cool. Let me just reframe that for a little bit. It's a really cool string skipping exercise as well as a stretching exercise for the left hand. So it goes like this. You're basically playing a major 7th arpeggio all the way to the 11th. And then you go back down. Don't run before you can walk, Phil. Chill. Don't run before you can walk. I'm always running before I can walk. First walk, then run. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 10th, i.e. major third up an octave. Root 6, 4, 3, 1. Except we start it on the 7th of that chord. So it's kind of like, imagine preceding 8th note being played before it, where you start on the 7th. I'll put it in context for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's basically it. And now we're going to repeat that pattern all the way. Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and the dreaded Locrian. And then finishing back to the Ionian. Jeez, I literally just forgot the name of the first mode. That's cool. It's all just coming back to me. You guys have just witnessed to something great here, or at least something hopefully entertaining. So this exercise in its full glory, in full context. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Immediate mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we go back down. And now, like an idiot, I'm going to try to do it at twice the speed, just because I used to be able to, and I just want to see if I can do it. So watch me crash and burn immediately, or I'm just going to push through it, even if I make mistakes. Okay, it's totally useless, but it's good for the ego, or it's going to be terrible for my ego. Either way. 1 and 2 and 1. Ah, nearly. Wasn't too bad. At least I'm getting warmed up a little bit. For those of us who just joined this magnificent stream of watching me practice, and hopefully you guys can pick up some cool hola, ¿qué tal? ¿De dónde eres? We can learn together, or you can learn from my mistakes, which is first rule number 1: don't run before you can walk. And actually, that's probably the coolest thing I ever learned on bass. Never run before you can walk. And I think it's Adam Neely who mentioned that on his channel as well. Sometimes he practices tunes at such a low speed. It's really, really, really. It's a real slug to do that. But it's a little bit like the like Dragon Ball Z thing where Sangohan is off to fight Boo, I think, or Cell, and he's got this old guy running in circles around him, and he doesn't understand what's going on, and then he gets up and like his power is like unleashed or something like that. You guys must remember that. And he's like, oh crap, okay, this is working, and then he just sits back down and starts, all of a sudden he's got a newfound respect for the guy, and he understands that this is actually it looks ridiculous and it's very, very boring, but boy is it effective. Very, very slow, deliberate practice, which is the exact opposite of what I was doing. But that's cool. Sometimes you can have fun, And yeah, there's a little bit of pressure. I've got 6 people here watching me, hopefully. And, I want to be a little bit it's like, okay, I can play. Well, yeah, sure, I can play, but bass is not the sort of the most captivating instrument to listen to solo, so I have to make it kind of entertaining by making loads of mistakes, and hopefully you guys can enjoy that as well. If the stream is of very poor quality, guys, apologies again. My internet provider had promised me that the speed would improve, so maybe it might be a matter of waiting for another couple of days, but I think it's buffering just now, so sorry about that, guys. I'm hoping it will improve. Oh, sorry, man. I hadn't seen that you said you were from Chile. Sweet. So we've got Tax watching us from California, and Pablo Opazo, que está mirando de Chile. I know 3 words in Spanish. What was the other cool thing that I wanted to do today? I wanted to do a little bit of jamming, actually. But for that, I have to give credit to the person whose backing track it is, because it's not it ain't mine. Oh no, actually, I might be able to do it with one of mine. Would this work if I wanted to play "Isn't She Lovely"? Touch faster. Okay, does this sound like "Isn't She Lovely"? A little bit, right? Okay, I'm going to quickly record a bass line for that we've got a little bit of context. Would I be able to record it here? 1, 2, 3. Cool, I think that might work. And we're just going to repeat that over and over until you guys can't listen to this tune anymore. The loop might not work. Is there an octave on that? I hope this is loud enough for you guys. Do let me know if there's anything you can't hear properly, either my voice or the bass. I'm only looking to improve, so give us your thought. The chat is open, and I'm responsive. I'll try to be, at least. Oh. Sorry. I totally messed this up. Why do I keep forgetting the melody at that point? That's a bit embarrassing. See, this bass that I'm using here, it's buttery. It's super buttery. You can hear the action is actually very low, and there's definitely an octave on this bass. That's not. Now sounds like there's a chorus on there. I know why. Okay, cool. I wonder if you guys could hear everything. I hope so. Do let me know, because otherwise I was literally just, must have looked pretty silly. I hope the microphone is still on. Yes, we're winning. Absolute win. Sweet. I've got another 8 minutes to stream before I have to start making dinner. Any requests? Anything you guys want to hear about, or talk about? Any questions? I remember Tax 760 that you had some struggles with some band members that you thought weren't really sort of pulling their weight. I'm curious to hear if that's if your mindset has changed or evolved in that sense, or if it's still kind of a work in progress. Do let me know. I want to hear about that stuff, because we all face different difficulties when we're playing with people. Sometimes it's human difficulties, sometimes it's skill issues, skill differences. So it's always an interesting thing to share your experience, because other people can 100% benefit from that. So strongly recommend you voice your opinion. It's cool if not. It's cool if you don't fancy it. It wouldn't be a filled practice room stream without a copyright strike, so let's get some copyright strikes in this house. Anything you guys want to hear, do let me know. I'm looking at the chat right now. That's cool. Oh. Yeah, that seems to be Tax. That seems to be the well, it's really the only approach for now, since it doesn't seem like there are any other pathways to explore in that sense. So hopefully that relationship is stays healthy, and the the burden of feeling a bit frustrated musically, or a bit like you could do more, hopefully that doesn't become unbearable. If it does, then it's a different story. But if you can sort of manage both, well, good on you, man. Good on you. God grant me the strength to see the things I can change and the things I cannot, and the wisdom to see things I can change and things I cannot, and the strength to change. Oh, do quote it for me. It's a beautiful saying. But can I talk about using minor pentatonic modes of a relative major, i.e., you would be in the key of C and playing a minor pentatonic? That's an interesting question, man. If that's what you're talking about, using minor pentatonic mode of a relative major. So i.e. Here you'd be highlighting kind of like a it's that kind of color. I'll be honest with you, man, I've never really approached it that way. I've kind of skimmed. It's like, yeah, I mean, if it works for you, they're all different colors. If you happen to be more of a thinking musician and you like to have, you like to approach every improvisation with a bit of a challenge and say, oh, this time I'll only improvise using minor pentatonic. It's cool, dude. It's cool. But once the color is kind of ingrained in your mind, and once you can sort of hear it, it becomes more of a tool in your bag. But what could I say about it? Do it. So in the case of Isn't She Lovely, for instance, we're in E major, and you'd be improvising over the 6th degree of the E major scale. which would be a that would be a C sharp major, which is which is the this chord, this note. I would say just use all these minor modes over relative major, but you're essentially still playing the chord tones from E major, really. You're putting a different layer of thinking on top of the notes that are already available to you, but they can be an interesting way to approach it if you're seeking to break out of your own, you're seeking to force yourself to explore new ideas. Then 100%, I think this is the right way, quote unquote, the right way to approach it. If there is a wrong way, I would say, well, you can't really think about it. You have to practice it and hear it until you know what notes are available to you. And it's true that I didn't actually realize that, but I was actually using quite a lot of that, even though they are. So you're highlighting the sixth notes of the A major scale, which is an interesting color to put into that particular thing. Yeah, it's never really been my approach to improvising. In fact, I'll give you it's not really a secret, but the way I managed to digest a lot of these devices and these tools was by transcribing people. And it doesn't really matter what degrees or what kind of tools they're using. If the phrase itself, if it's something you find beautiful, it'll become like a little, you'll add a little patch to your patchwork of phrases or colors that you like to use personally. So I would say it's good to know what you're doing, but if you have to think before you do it, then it's kind of maybe missing the point a little bit, because you have to internalize phrases and these modes in order to find your own voice, in order to make your own voice emerge. And I find that the best way is to transcribe licks or lines that you find just really amazing and try them in different contexts. If you were to play lots of bebop lines over Isn't She Lovely, you get a different color, a different type of solo, a different type of improvisation. It depends on your mood, it depends on what you want to say on that day, but still an interesting question, man. I don't think I did talk a lot about using minor pentatonic modes over relative major, but not in a very technical way or theoretical way, because my approach has always been find things in context that do work for me, i.e. listening to Charlie Parker licks or other bass players, improvisers, Joel Fram, fantastic sax player, American guy. And whenever I hear a lick that I really, really love, I'm like, oh my God, this needs to become, I want to internalize this lick, but not just to regurgitate it, just to absorb some of the musicality of it. And it's very hard to absorb a lick and not absorb its context. And when you're in the right context, if you've internalized that lick, it will naturally come out if you do your job properly. Which is sadly a crazy amount of repeating the same lick, and again trying it in different contexts over different songs. I don't think that answers your question, but that's definitely something that I want to talk a lot more about because that was essentially my approach to learning music, was the in context way. So I would always pick up on songs or particular licks. It could be even a country song. God knows I've talked about country tunes. Love country songs. Gospel tunes, same thing. The bass lines in there are insane, but they wouldn't work over a country tune. So you have to. It's more a case for me of adding loads and loads and loads and loads of licks and devices and possibilities, tools, and once they're internalized enough, I make like my own internal soup will eventually come up with a mix of it all, and hopefully some kind of appropriate creative outburst will happen at the right time. It's not just spray and pray, but a little bit, But on the other hand, it's very, very good to know why certain things work and why they don't. So it's a good thing to be able to analyze why minor pentatonic works over relative major, because you're highlighting different chord tones and colors, and if that's what you want to say, good on you. Again, I'm rambling, but I hope that makes a little bit of sense. Okay, let's get us a nice copyright strike, and then I'm gonna go and have some food because I'm super hungry. What are you guys in the mood for? Oh my God, Chaka Khan. Sorry, it's gotta be Chaka Khan. Okay, if you've recognized the tune, you get bonus points. I wasn't in the right key, but hey, I did put some effort into that. Spotify is not picking up the song. How dare you, Spotify? Okay, let's try that again. There she is. Ladies and gentlemen, Chaka Khan, in context with some live bass. Hopefully I don't ruin the song. I love this tune.
Butterfly
Listen to this groove. Oh. I love this bit. I think there's a fill here. That's it. That's the one. Go. There it is. Ah, what a beautiful song. That groove. Something like that. I mean, what a groovy part. Super simple again, but yeah. You guys are starting to know me. I love very, very simple, very groovy bass lines. And that tune is in the pantheon of the tunes I love to jam to after a long, hard day working at whatever kind of job I'm doing at the moment. Okay, in any case, guys, this is gonna wrap the episode today. Sorry again if the connection wasn't great. Hopefully in the next few days it will improve. If it doesn't, they'll be getting an earful from Uncle Phil, that's for sure, because I've had enough. I've had enough of this poor streaming quality, and you deserve better. I'm working on it. Tomorrow, I'm going to stream again, and this time there's going to be a snazzy intro video edit that showcases me at my best. Not really, because there won't be any sound, but I'll be in suits, wearing sparkly outfits and all of that from back when I lived in London. So that's it. Turn up early. I might even put it in the credits. I might even just show you guys. Yeah, if I manage to get it looking all right. Lovely. Well, Tax760, thanks for stopping by again. Do come back, bro, and yeah, ask me some more questions. Hopefully I didn't give you too much of a disappointing answer. At least that's my take on it. So yeah, man, I appreciate that. I very, very much appreciate that. And everybody else, thank you very much for joining the stream. Do check out, I just can't do this. Okay, this way. Do check out the Patreon. I haven't updated it yet, but there are a bunch of drum tracks that I'm using on this stream. I'm working on a booklet at the moment that contains some cool little warm-up routines that I used to, that I'm doing on this stream as well, on this channel. I'll be adding this exercise today, the arpeggio, because it's another one of those cool exercises that has lots of variations to it. If you become bored with it, tons of things you can do to make it more challenging and match up with your level of competency as it improves, which it no doubt will do. That's the end of this stream for today, guys. Thank you very much for joining, and I shall see you tomorrow.